What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Like I said, I was going to do another video today. I was going to talk about this sex tape scandal, but I got two stories I want to cover. One of them is kind of silly and funny. The other one is quite concerning. So, what's up, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. This is Legitical Response. We counter the mainstream news machines' propaganda that they like to put out. We take news stories and we read them out, and we put them through the logic test, hence Legitical Response, logic and political. We cover news that you're not going to hear about in the mainstream media. So, if you want to stay up to date with news that you're not going to hear about in the mainstream media, smash that subscribe button and turn on your notifications, because I post videos every single day, but they not always going to come direct into your feed unless you hit them notifications. So, do that for me if you could. And also, smash that like button right now if you don't mind. It would be a big help. I would be very appreciative of that gesture. And thanks for smashing that like button. Now, got two stories I want to get into, so I'm not going to rant too much today. We're going to start off with some lighter news, right? So, check this out, you guys. Senate staffer ousted after sex tape in hearing room. Oh my goodness. People just cannot rent a room. Wait till you go home. Oh, man. Let's get into it, though, y'all. The Senate staffer allegedly featured in an explicit leaked video filmed inside the Senate hearing room has been removed from his post after the clip sparked a massive uproar on social media. The staffer, who has been named by sources as Aiden, I'm not even going to try to pronounce that, so we'll just call the guy Aiden from now on, worked as an aide to Senator Ben Cardin. Aiden is no longer employed by the U.S. Senate, Cardin's office told Politico Playbook in a statement on Saturday morning after previously not commenting on the matter, calling it a personal matter. You think it's a personal matter? No reason was given. News of the sex tape was first reported Friday afternoon when the Daily Caller posted the graphic video on its site. I guess the Daily Caller is posting porn on its news website now. Great! The video appeared to be filmed between the seats of Senators Amy Klobuchar and Chris Coons in the hearing room where Supreme Court nominees were confirmed and the 9/11 Commission hearings were held. It was reportedly shared in a group chat with gay men working in politics. Oh my God. What are these people thinking? Some of these staffers, man. How can you do that? Not even do it on your boss's chair, right? You're going to do it on some other senators' chairs. What in the hell? The Advocate has reported the Capitol Police have launched an investigation into the tape of two men having sex in public on Capitol grounds. We are awake and looking into this, a spokesperson for the Capitol Police told the Advocate Friday evening. Aiden posted a statement on LinkedIn on Friday night. This has been a difficult time for me as I have been attacked for who I love to pursue a political agenda, the former staffer wrote. No. That's not why you were attacked at all. You were attacked because you had sex. Because you had sex in a Senate. Because you had sex in a Senate hearing chamber on the chairs of other senators. You weren't attacked because of who you love. You're not attacked for being gay. You're being attacked for having sex in a public chamber in a place that, totally disrespecting the Senate chambers. Totally disrespecting the Senate chambers. You can't do stuff like that. That's what they make those cheap hotels for. Go rent a room. Go to your freaking house. Do something. Do it in a park somewhere. You don't go into a Senate chamber and screw your partner. Sorry. While some of my actions in the past have shown poor judgment, you think? I love my job and would never disrespect my workplace. There you go, folks. No disrespect. I'm just going to squirt I'm sorry. I'm just... Any attempts to characterize my actions otherwise are fabricated, and I would be exploring what legal options are available to me in these matters, he added. Oh my goodness. What is wrong with people? Let me know down in the comments if you can pinpoint the exact thing wrong with people that they feel that they can't go rent a room somewhere or go to a private office. I'm sure this person has an office somewhere. You can do something. How about wait, huh? Jesus. That's all. I'm not reading no more of that stuff. That's just the ridiculousness. And what has our society come to that people feel that they have to go have sex in a Senate chamber to get their jollies off? And then want to say, I've been attacked for it. Of course you're being attacked for it. You're a degenerate, obviously. And then filmed it on top of that. I guess maybe he didn't film it. Maybe it was a security tape. I don't know. Let me know down in the comments if you've seen the tape or not. I haven't seen it. Jesus, man. Alright, so like I said, now we're going to get on to some more serious stuff that's been going on. This one's just crazy, folks. And it shows a very, very large disconnect between the adult population in the United States and the 18 to 24-year-old population. Yeah, you notice I've made a difference there because you're not really, in my opinion, these days, you're not an adult until your brain fully develops. Around your mid-20s. So some of these people are probably adults, but they're obviously not thinking like adults. It is just a poll. So, take this with a grain of salt. Majority of Americans 18 to 24 think Israel should be ended and given to Hamas. Let's get into this, though. A majority of young Americans said they believe Israel should be ended and given to Hamas, according to a shocking poll. The survey conducted this week by Harvard-Harris Polling found 51% of Americans between the ages of 18 and 24 said they believed that the long-term answer to the Israel-Palestine conflict was for Israel to be ended and given to Hamas and the Palestinians. Now, everybody that has any grain of sense and has been paying even a little bit of attention to everything that goes on in the Middle East knows that if you end Israel and let Hamas take over, you're going to see a mass genocide of the Jewish population in that area. No doubt about it. No prisoners, none of that. They're just going to kill them if they're given the chance to. The only reason they haven't killed the hostages is to use those hostages for bargaining chips. Only 32% said they believed in a two-state solution, and just 17% said other Arab states should be asked to absorb Palestinian populations. Crazy, man. The figure was in stark contrast to other age groups which all dramatically preferred a two-state solution. Just 4% of Americans 65 and over said they felt Israel should be ended. I'm surprised it was 4%. These got to be some radical 65 and over people. These individuals siding with evil over democracy should be a wake-up call, Senator Roger Marshall told the Post. Ideological rot among the young Americans driven by woke values and victim culture has gotten so bad that they've convinced themselves to sympathize with actual terrorists who hate America and who hate Israel. A full 60% of the same demographic said Hamas' October 7th terrorist attack could be justified by the grievance of Palestinians, a position held by just 27% of Americans overall. At the same time, 58% of 18 to 24-year-olds agree that Hamas would like to commit genocide against the Jews in Israel. That is insane to me. All right, so they know that if you give Israel over to Hamas, that they're going to commit genocide. They're just going to wipe out all the Jews all at once. Just boom. So that it's, how can you justify that in your head? How can you justify the murder of millions of Jews? How? Let me know down in the comments. When asked if Israel is committing genocide against those in Gaza or it is just trying to defend itself and eliminate Hamas, 60% of Americans aged 18 to 24 said Israel was committing genocide, a view held by just 37% of Americans overall. Meanwhile, 53% of young Americans said students should be free to call for the genocide of Jews without consequences. These are the same folks that if you say, hey, maybe you should diet, maybe you should lose some weight, they will get expelled from college, expelled from school. These are the same people that if you don't use the proper pronouns, you're a bigot and you're a terrorist and you should be expelled from your college. This is just insanity to me. How can your morality be flipped on its head like that? I don't get it whatsoever. A full 67% of 18 to 24-year-olds said they believe Jews should be treated as oppressors, a position which 73% of Americans disagree with and called a false ideology. More than 4 out of 5 Americans said they stood with Israel over Hamas. Among those 18 to 24, the result was a dead even 50-50. Americans of all ages said they were tuned into the conflict, with 69% telling the survey they were paying very close or somewhat close attention. That figure rose to 81% for Americans 18 to 24. Wow. The findings confirm earlier studies show young Americans were among the most pro-Hamas. A full 57% of American Muslims have said they believe Hamas attacks against Israel was justified, according to polling from Signal taken shortly after the massacre. The truth is, the false narratives have been allowed to fester and sink into large numbers of Gen Z students, pollster Mark Penn said. Many theories have been floated in recent weeks to explain young Americans' more sympathetic views of Hamas, including woke professors and TikTok. The Chinese-owned social media company is frequently in the news for promoting self-harm to its users, and lately praising Osama bin Laden. No, it's not TikTok that's praising Osama bin Laden. It's not TikTok that is promoting self-harm. It's the people. The people are in charge of the algorithm. Whatever gets the most views, right? And so they're not saying it's a good thing. TikTok is not promoting this stuff as a good thing. It's just promoting this stuff because it's getting more clicks. That's how the algorithms works. That just shows me that this guy, Mark Penn, is just totally out of it. He doesn't understand how the algorithm works. So it's not TikTok, right? Now, don't take that from me defending TikTok. I think TikTok is terrible. I don't like TikTok. I don't use TikTok. I don't think it's a good idea. I think it shortens people's attention spans and just it breeds destruction of society in a sense because of shortening people's attention spans. And it can radicalize people into some of this stuff by seeing this and thinking it's okay. Now they're going to go ahead and go along with it. It has gotten to the point to where now, 50% of Americans 18 to 24 think it's okay to just genocide off an entire race of human beings. Yeah, there's something definitely wrong there. And I ain't gonna lie, with all this stuff that's been going on with the presidents of Harvard and UPenn and all that coming under fire from the Senate and Congress, how they are, like I covered a while back, the president and another staffer, a top-level official at UPenn, resigned over this because they're anti-Semitic. They're just pushing this stuff on college campuses. Yeah, don't send your kids to college these days. It's just nuts. Nuts, some of the stuff that they're pushing. And if you don't believe me, look into it. But that's all I got for this one, you guys. Let me know what you think about all this down in the comments. Should we genocide the Jews? I mean, Jesus Christ. Come on, people. How do you see an end to the Israel-Palestine conflict? Actual Israel Hamas. I'm not going to say Palestine because, half of the population of Palestine does not support Hamas. And these people are getting killed by Israel because of Hamas. It's a tough situation to be in. I ain't gonna lie. It's a tough situation, and I don't have a solution to it. I'll be honest. I don't know what to do in that situation. But, like I said, if you got any ideas, let me know down in the comments. And that's all I got, y'all. I want to thank everybody for watching. I appreciate it. Like I said, if you're new around here, don't forget, smash that subscribe button. Turn on your notifications if you want to keep up to date. And if you could, as a reminder, look right below and hit that like button for me. It would be a big, big help. Thank you for watching. And y'all have a good day and be positive. Peace.